Everybody getting that war paint on, just the way I like to see it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Welcome into yet another Monday Night Boiler race. And, well, that wasn't the right song. How about we pretend that didn't happen? Do 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 do. Yeah, nope, totally innocent here. On that note, let me just switch on over and cover my tracks. We got another divisional matchup tonight. Damn, I'm dumb. But on that note, as you can see, we got Zwiki22 on the left-hand side, your Pittsburgh representative. And he's going to be taking on Rumn, your Baltimore representative, on the right side. Again, we're going to do a best 2 out of 3 race using Isaac and the same Platinum God save file on both sides. And we're going to race through the womb, too. So whoever kills off Mom's Heart first is going to wind up with an extra point added at the bottom of the screen where you see those zeros. We'll reset both racers after they do that. Excuse me, or after one of them does that, I should say. And again, we've seen some really close ones this year, so it's going to get interesting as always, I'll say that much. On that note, though, like I said, there are 7 banned items, and nobody's allowed to take. Every single item is unlocked. And again, you cannot D6 anything except for these banned items. Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, the Shovel, and Toothpicks. Toothpicks is the only one out of those 7 items that you can ever pick up. It's the Racer's Choice. They're on there just because they stink, and it gives them a chance to reroll it, basically. I'll explain why on all the other ones should we actually happen to see them show up. But otherwise, like I said, most glitching outlawed. If it only benefits the racer, it is not available to him. There has to be some risk involved. Again, if we see anything warning me explaining it, I'll get to that when the time comes. But if you guys are ready, I see Rumm already firing a few shots, but if you guys want to fire a few shots around the room for me, let me know that you're ready, and we'll get this thing underway momentarily then. Alright, looks like Rumm's good, and so is Zwiki, so I was about to explain that there may be a slight little delay between when these two hear me. I'm doing their countdown for them, and they're both watching my stream. I'm also recapturing both of their streams. So let me get you a link into both of theirs. You'll see it's slightly ahead of what you do on this stream. So go give them both some support. Hit up both Rumm and Zwiki's channels at that link I just gave you. On that note, though, let me get this countdown going from 3, 2, 1. And again, they'll be off and racing whenever they hear that. Best of luck to you both. Zwiki on the left, Rumm on the right. Wish your favorite racer some good luck, guys. And like I said, best of luck to you both. And they're off and running, so Zwiki, gonna reset on Wiggle Worm. That would have given him snake pattern shots. A little bit of a fire rate increase, but again, not good enough. And apparently Rumm's save file tonight loves him. He was doing some practicing beforehand, and it was turning out beautifully for him. And it continues here. His first item is Little Gish. Follow her with those tar tears that are going to slow down movement speed and shot speed of anything that they come in contact with. No, actually, it's his 13th race, Butterfly. So, no, 12th race. I can't do math. So, totally not a first, believe me. It's been the same guys representing the teams every week. Alright, so we can find it in his boss fight. I guarantee you're going to go find his item room first, though. Pretty much useless to go through and kill a boss if you get a really crappy first item and you're just going to reset anyways. So most of our racers, actually I think all of them, will go back and find their items first. And yet again, another dead end for Zwiki. Ouch. Ooh, never mind. This did work out well, so Zwiki could have killed that boss if he wanted to, but this is going to help out to do so. Got a little bit of damage up and health up with that odd mushroom, so very nice find. You also notice his head is kind of large at the moment. So going to be kind of fun to dodge some stuff. A little bit of health up as Rumm takes out Larry Jr., and he's going to be the first on down to basement 2, where he immediately finds his item room, though no key to get into it yet. So who knows, maybe you get lucky, one spawns in the middle, and then he'd have to use up a bomb, which you just saw Zwiki do for that matter. Ooh, Isaac's Fork, totally not worth a bomb for him. Either way, both on the same floor, technically almost in the same room. We got a 1-room differential at the moment. Alright, Celtic Cross for Rumm, 33% chance that if he takes any damage, that'll give him a 5-second damage shield, and that's that weird cross-looking white aura circling around Rumm's head. There's Zwiki's item room, and again, finally does have a key to get in there. Alright, Relic on Zwiki's side. That blue cross will spawn 1 blue soul heart for Zwiki once every 4 rooms that he clears out. Bloody Penny now, if Zwiki picks up a coin, has a chance that that'll spawn half a red heart for him. Oh. Even better, one of the rarer items to come out of a locked chest, though a good way to find him is opening these up. Sad Onion on Zwiki's side is going to up his fire rate. And again, you notice even in his arrows, he's got 2 tiers there now where he used to have 1. So that's your visible difference on that, other than the fact that he is just weeping like it's going out of style. And there's that Bloody Penny enacting. He actually saw 3 half hearts come out of those 3 coins, so every time that enacted. So almost a full heal on Zwiki's side. What's up, Monkey Man? How you doing? Good to see you, one and all. And again, our last boiler race up until, let's see, 2 weeks from, or a week from next Friday, believe it or not. So we got a ways in between here. So get your fill now, for lack of a better term. Again, next week we have a marathon for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So we'll be raising money here from Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern through Monday midnight Eastern, if I'm not mistaken, is when the last thing is scheduled. Again, that'll be some of the Boiler Racers not attending PAX, and including myself for that matter. Playing all sorts of different games, all sorts of different donations incentives. We'll update BOILeR.org by Wednesday. Just watch out for the tweets. I'll let you know when everything's up and running on there. Alright, Magic 8 Ball is mismarked. That is just a shot speed increase, not tiers up, but your shots move faster because of it, and it's barely noticeable. Here's one of the good things again. Rumm's save file is loving him tonight. He got an XL floor in the caves. And as I was about to explain, you're going to get 2 item rooms, usually not connected together though, so Rumn is lucked out considerably here. He'll also find 2 boss fights, which will guarantee to be back-to-back, so he knows that there's going to be a lot less room to spend on this floor. And try the left item room. Ooh, I thought for a second he had it again. Sacrificial Dagger is going to orbit around Rumn and do a ton of damage to anything that happens to hit it. Does not block shots for you, though, so keep that in mind. Excuse me. Only problem with Sacrificial Dagger that I find is that you have to let it, obviously you have to let enemies get in very close to you to have that hit you, and it's still about timing as well. But if you're already, let's say, invincible, cough cough, Book of Shadows, you just faceplant everything and let that do the work for you. That thing is really overpowered when you let it do damage. If you thought your tiers could get up to some pretty decent amounts, yeah, Sac Dagger is still going to crush them damage-wise. You'd be surprised. And again, next week, one of the shows we're going to do is an Isaac myth-busting show, and we're basically going to show you exactly how much damage some of this stuff does. Again, it'll be, I think, Saturday night. Don't quote me on that, though. We'll have all the info up on BOILeR.org on Wednesday, though. So let's see, we got item room and boss fight here for Zwiki to finish off Caves 1. Again, he's going to need to make up a little bit of time here, knowing that Rumn just needs to find 2 boss fights, and he'll be onto the depths afterwards immediately. So Chad here will spawn Little Chad at the end of the fight for Zwiki, which every 4 rooms will spawn now a red heart for him. Excuse me, half a red heart off of Little Chad? I think it's half a red. Either way, so now he's got blue hearts and red hearts spawning every 4 rooms, so they're going to be on a little bit of a different timer most likely. Unless he happens to get the blue heart off of his relic here. On that note, Mom's Bras, you just saw that he picked up, is going to give him that freeze effect on all of the enemies in the room. And it is half a red. Alright, how lucky are we? Nope, not going to time out the same way, so we'll get him in different rooms that he winds up clearing, but full on heal, and moving on down to the caves too. So Rumn with that other key is going to hit his second item room here on the XL floor. Technically his Caves 2 item room. And deck of cards will produce a High Priestess card for him, so that'll summon down Mom's Foot for now. And we'll probably see that against one of his 2 boss fights, depending on which one he fears more, because that'll probably almost one-hit kill it. I'm just saying, we're still putting out a casting call for Carrie. Anyone? The joke will never die. Because without question, we have our Jamie. Like, there's no question about that. That's Awaken. If you guys haven't seen Awaken dressed up as Jamie, it's spot on. So, we're going to go with him there. Ooh, Rumn finding the small rock, so damage increase, fire rate increase, and he's going to move just slightly slower, but again, more damage up on his side, which is exactly what you're looking for. What's up, Disturbed? How you doing? Wait, you mean Awaken isn't Jamie? Son of a bitch. Look at this again, Zwiki with another item room and boss fight attached to each other. So both of his caves floors have been quite nice to him as far as the floor layout as well. So again, the random nature of this game just showing itself, of all things. Everybody needs more cookies. And no key for it, though, that I just realized. So did Zwiki. He didn't even notice that he had no keys. On into a Pestilence fight, so he's going to wind up with one defensive orbital, a cube of meat. Again, that will actually damage anything that hits it, but you're more worried about the fact for now that it's going to block shots incoming on you if it happens to time correctly. Alright, Rumn continuing on. Still no boss fights here. Although one more room, he could get himself another card, and we'll find out maybe he gets something like a teleporting option. There's Awaken. I was waiting for the picture. Thanks, game. How about another locked chest? Actually, Star's card would teleport Rumn into an item room. I would keep the High Priestess for now. Probably hit a boss with that. Maybe go back for that card, though. That could come in very handy. And again, Zwiki finishing off that Pestilence fight. Still no key, so he's going to go back and apparently look for a key here if he can. Spoof, go study. You can watch the VODs later. Go study. You guys want an update of the schedule? Again, BOILeR.org is what to check out. Again, this is the last race for week 13. Week 14 technically doesn't take place until what you would think is week 15. So we're going to take that 1 week off in between for the charity marathon and let everybody go to PAX and not have to worry about races and whatnot. So again, next Friday through Monday, charity marathon, not BOILeR races. Weekend after that, we pick up with week 14 again. Real quick, let's get a judgy please on Rumm's side. Zwiki also just gambled himself to a full $1, so he's really going to hope for money equals power now. Rumn actually finding a good way to replace that deck of cards. Guppy's Head is one of 3 pieces of Guppy that you happen to need to build full Guppy, but for the time being, every room that's going to spawn some of those friends till the end flies for him. Alright, store and a library. No keys to get into them, though. This game is just taunting Zwiki. Like, here's more rooms that you need to use keys on. Yeah, we're not going to spawn any for you, but, you know, for when you have time. Speaking of keys, look what we finally found on Zwiki's side. Why, thank you, game. So he'll be back on over for that item room and then on down to the depths himself. Rumm's still looking for these 2 boss fights. He's had to clear this entire floor, and again, has only got this one option left to go, so he's had to clear the entire XL floor after finding those immediate 2 item rooms. And sooner or later, hopefully attached to that very next room, ought to be that 2 boss fights. Ooh, all that work and Zwiki gets Lemon Mishap. This will... Jeez, really, game? So Rumm's still not there. Either way, Lemon Mishap would have spilled lemonade, I'm doing air quotes, on the ground in a circle that if any enemy walked through would have taken damage. Again, not quite as useful as the bra, though. Hey, boss fights! Rumn finally finds him. Again, he'll have 2 back-to-backers, and then he'll be on to the depths where Zwiki just moved on down to. Those onions, man. I'm not crying. It's cool. I stubbed my toe. That's all. Yeah. Anyways, first of those boss fights for Rumn, gonna be Pestilence. Was Pestilence. Like I said, you're gonna see that High Priestess card against one of the bosses pretty much instantaneously kill it. So same cube of meat floating around Rumn, and lo and behold, we're gonna get the same little Chad floating behind Rumn now as he's fighting Chad. Yeah, that's the beauty of the High Priestess card. If it doesn't one-hit anything, there's also a glitch you guys can do. We don't allow it in the league, but here's a video for you real quick. Check out the link Spazbot's got, and you can see that if you pause it at just the right time, you can actually multi-use it. What's up, Sabas? How you doing? Ooh, and moving on down, yet another XL floor here with that Curse of the Labyrinth on Rumm's side. Again, the little difference, we got a Curse of Darkness on Zwiki's side. You cannot see his mini-map. Rumn again, though, with 2 depths floors combined together. Oh, these mass rooms. Here's a difference. Zwiki has a Necropolis one. You notice Rumm has got the depths, so he's got 2 regular depths floors. Zwiki's got 1 expansion version of a depths floor. And again, there are some nastier enemies, much like these hearts and masks. You do not want to be near those masks. They will charge you instantly. And in rooms like this, yeah, you're going to get yourself in a pretty bad predicament pretty quickly sometimes. You just saw what happened there. Zwiki just lost a heart and a half, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, a little bit more health. Thank you, little Chad. And Rumm keeps on looking for these 2 item rooms and 2 boss fights himself. Ooh, dead ends for Zwiki. Again, it's a little bit tough to tell where he's going on his mini-map here because I don't get to see it as he doesn't get to see it. I really wish that I could hack in and be able to tell you, like, alright, he's got like 2 more rooms to clear. But I don't get that privilege, sadly. Ooh, Rumm finding his boss fights. This brings up an interesting dilemma now. He's got plenty of keys. Question is, do you think you have plenty of time where you should go find those items, or do you just want to go kill these bosses? And looks like items it is, so Rumm's going to go at least try to find one and hope he gets something good out of this. I hate when I click in and it highlights like 5 lines of chat. What's up, Jiggling? How you doing? Yeah, chat gets smaller and a lot quicker at lower health in that boss fight. You are correct, Scumbag. Yeah, Scumbag, you're right. That sounded wrong, but you knew what I meant. I'm reading a username for anybody curious that's watching this in video on demand. That's somebody's username at the beginning. Don't worry. I'm not being a douche. I don't know if Rumm needs the items necessarily. He wouldn't mind finding something with some health up on it though, so I don't blame him by any standard for at least trying to find one of the 2 item rooms. Maybe he gets lucky and they're both connected together again though, and he gets both of them instantaneously. And at that point he can beeline right on back for the boss fights. Well, store if nothing else. He doesn't have enough money to really worry about it, so not even gonna think about this, I would assume. Bloody Penny or Isaac's Head. Looks like Isaac's Head, even though it would have been more damage up on Zwiki's side, is going to get left behind in favor of that Bloody Penny, which again, if you pick up coins, gives you a chance for that half a red heart spawn. So Zwiki wants the heals over being able to have one follower with some base damage coming out of him. On that note, also has his item for Depths 1. So we'll find out momentarily what he's got. That's his last key as well, so we'll see how this pans out. And again, there's that Bloody Penny enacting. You saw that half-heart spawn. Ooh, that didn't pan out well. Last key for a banned item, the Dead Sea Scrolls, which again, used to be able to give you a D6 usage. They can't anymore. That got patched out. They could still give you the Holy Bible and the Shovel usage, though, both of which are also banned items. So this year we banned out the Dead Sea Scrolls. No luck for Zwiki's side, though. Well, at least he gets a little bit of health with that 1 soul heart. Again, you can infinitely pick up blue soul hearts. They will continue off screen. Sometimes it'll look like you're not taking damage, but it is still registering it. What's up, Devilish? How you doing? Alright, second horseman fight here for Zwiki, and he's got War, which will give him a second cube of meat. It's going to add on to the one he has orbiting him, and make Meat Boy's head instead, which will still block shots, still physically damage anything that touches it, but also shoot out a pretty decently damaging red tier. So it's one of the better orbitals that you can actually find. We got 2 of them going right now with that Sacrificial Dagger and what will be that 2-piece Meat Boy. What's up, Ghostly? How you doing? Hey, what's up, lad? Good to see you, too. Alright, there's first of the item rooms on Rumm's side. Question is, how much longer do you keep looking for that second one, knowing that Zwiki's catching up quickly? We'll find out what he gets. Maybe it's something completely overpowered? Or a little bit more health. That's actually kind of what Rumm needed. He'll take the enlarged size here, and take 2 more health up in the process, so 6 red hearts on his side. Like I was saying, maybe he gets a little bit of health up. I'm not saying I've called it, but I kind of called it. He kind of needed that, so you saw one of our few racers willing to take it there. Again, he noticed the larger size, so yeah, there's a downfall, but those 2 hearts are 2 hearts. Zwiki again in that Curse of Darkness for Depths 2. It only says Necropolis on his side. Again, it is an expansion version of the level. Doesn't say the number 2 on it, though. We already saw him clear out the first floor with the war fight at the end of it. So we know he's on the second of 2. It would also do that if it's an XL version of the floor like Rumm's got. Notice he doesn't have an XL written on his either. I know Zwiki doesn't have the dagger. Look on the right side. Someone does. That's why I said we, not he. Alright, Temperate Scarf would spawn 1 Blood Machine. Looks like Zwiki isn't even going to bother with it right now. He's also got that 2 of Clubs, which is going to double up the amount of bombs he's got. Or if he gets down to 0, would give him 2. Either way, at the moment, we give him 2 free bombs. Moot point. Where is this other item room? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me with that dead end right there now? Alright. So let's see where I'm going to get himself out of this room. And again, Zwiki fighting his boss fight to end off the depths here. He's got blue mom, so you notice it is spawning expansion level enemies like greed heads, buttlickers, splitting spiders. Which again, you see a few of those, but you can have mom's foot take care of it if you get pretty lucky and time those to be in just the right spot. Alright, might as well. It's gotta be up here, right? Oh my god, it just keeps breaking off the sides. You've gotta be kidding. Oh, there's more for Rumn to go through on this floor. My god. At this point, he's invested enough, you have to go for that item. So let's see, a little bit of health up. Zwiki finishing off his death stew. Bloody Penny more valuable. There it is. Probably more valuable for Zwiki, so he is gonna take that on with him. Again, Polaroid not needed here. So he's gonna use that 2 of Clubs, get himself 2 bombs. Again, if you got a, one of those mimics, don't fire tears. They'll actually walk in and take damage on any orbital that you have. Yeah, this better be something like immensely good on Rumm's side. Oh my god. Well, I'd say that was worth the time. How about Mom's knife? How about Mom's knife? That paid off. Slightly might have paid off to spend a little bit of time there for Rumn. He'll be on to 2 straight boss fights here, and watch the damage increase now. Oh my. Yep. Vivian's called it. VR called it out loud. Very nice. Yep. No, I saw Amp actually call it. I saw that one. I give credit where it's due. You called that a long time ago, actually. No, now he doesn't have the dagger. Rumn already has the dagger floating around him. He's also got Mom's knife now. Can somebody link up the wiki so that people can be informed on which one's which? The one with blood on it is Sacrificial Dagger that orbits around you doing damage. The one that Rumn just picked up is Mom's knife. Ooh, that was a little too close. Alright, let's see. Flying or those... God, that's a tough call. Guppy's head or flying. Hey... Flying and plus movement speed it is, so blue mom for Rumm as well, and look at the damage. All I gotta do is stay down by this door, sooner or later. If she puts her arm out, there we go, Rumm just flies right on, no pun intended, flies right on through that fight. 3 soul hearts, he also got squeezy, so less charge time on his knife. And he's gonna be moving on down to the womb himself. Again, you're just looking for boss fights down here. Rumm's got a Curse of Darkness and an expansion version, the Utero. Ouch. And again, he is, technically speaking, trailing Zwiki, who's cleared out quite a few rooms here. But he's still just looking for a boss fight himself. Okay, the pun's always intended. Yeah, Vestplate's correct. Keep in mind, Zwiki also holding onto it at the moment, which is going to teleport him directly into a boss fight. Now, he's going to save that for the womb, too, so Rumm's really got a lot of time to make up here and has to get really lucky finding these boss fights quickly. Or getting one of those cards himself would help out a ton. Excuse me. There's that Celtic Cross enacting, so Rumm's technically invincible for the next few seconds. Ooh, and look at this, he did get lucky. He found his Womb 1 boss fight immediately. That internal compass for Rumn. Uh-oh. Also, what just fired at him? Because there was nothing there. What? Okay. Weird. Anyways, moving on in, getting Conquest, so this could replace his black pony if he wanted to with the white one that would bring down beams of light like Crack the Sky. And doing a pretty damn nice job dodging out of the way of this and keeping that knife doing all the damage that he can. That slowdown by Little Gish, thank you very much, sir. And there you go, Rumn getting on through, so heart and a half heal out of this and on down to the womb too. So he's just looking for his mom's heart fight as quickly as he can. Another Curse of Darkness, though, so Rumm will not see his mini-map again here. Jeez. This worked out well for him in the last one, so we'll see how this works. Rumm's fast enough. He's going to keep that fish head to keep, every time he gets hit, have a chance to spawn one friend till the end fly to attack for him. Instead, Goat Hoof would have given him another plus movement speed. And I don't think he needs that right now. He's moving along awful fast as is. Alright, again, don't fire in this room. No, don't fire. Just walk into him with a knife. Knife does stabby damage. Never fire against those guys. They will shoot right back at you with your tear rate, too. There's a good way to take care of mimics. Walk them right overneath. That isn't a word. Walk them right over spikes. Like he Black Pony, Rumm's probably just trying to, no pun intended, again, fly through as quickly as he can. That would have been a good, like, 2 seconds. I'm not saying, like, oh, 2 seconds will make or break it, but it could for him. So he's probably just going ahead and keeping this just because. Ooh, speaking of, we got our boss fights on Zwiki's side, so you can see the time problem that Rumm's got himself into now. Zwiki's got this one boss fight. He's going to hop down to the womb, too, and then immediately have his mom's heart fight. And Rumn may have to spend a little bit of time in that arcade getting heals, so this could get interesting. Overneath. I don't want to know what that is. Ooh, speaking of, we got Conquest yet again here. So will Zwiki bother freezing him, or will he save that for... oof, God. That's Crack the Sky that just happened. You don't want to be part of those attacks. That will randomly just do you in sometimes. I'm actually really surprised Zwiki's hanging on to that mom's bra for now. Yeah, like I said, I think Rumm's going to have to go in here. He's only got the one bomb, though. That's painful. Ooh, and got no hearts out of the heart machine. Yeah, got no hearts out of there. There's 2 bombs for free, though. Thank you very much. Ah, there's that mom's bra on Zwiki's side. So again, nothing else in there. Oh, geez, and a dead end with Ultra Pride for Rumn. Oh, God. And Rumm doesn't have to worry about the green puke on the floor, thankfully. I can't believe he actually took left hand. I would have kept the fish head, believe it or not. Red hearts, or excuse me, blue hearts might pop out of the red chest of left hand force spawns, though, so you never know. Zwiki finishing off his boss fight, though, at the end of Womb 1. Again, any red rock in the womb can actually be an item rock. That's what Rumm was trying for. But here we go, Q button. Zwiki gonna head on in with those 3 hearts, and he'll be fighting Mom's heart. Ooh, make that 1 heart at the moment. Jeez, this is getting kind of edgy. Ooh, and he walked right into that laser, so Zwiki down, giving Rumm a huge advantage here at the moment. It's all about keeping alive on Rumm's side. Alright, High Priestess card yet again. We'll summon down Mom's foot whenever Rumm uses that. Ooh, and there's some nice heals again. He's got plenty of time now, so he can actually head back to that arcade and actually do him some good. Alright, PhD to start off Zwiki's new run. That's going to give him nothing but good and or neutral effects on pills. And again, he'll be able to tell what they are, most likely, within a couple of seconds. And Rumm has found that boss fight, so he's looking at Mom's heart there. Question is, I would probably be heading back and playing that arcade. He's got 27 cents and plenty of time as an advantage here. So my guess would be he's going to go back and heal before he does this. I certainly would, just to be really, really safe, because he's got one way to gamble left. Ooh, but he's not going to do it, I'll be damned. So moving right on in, 2.5 hearts, High Priestess card, and Mom's knife. Make that 1.5 hearts for Rumm. Ooh, good timing on the High Priestess card there. So doing a ton of damage to Mom's Heart, though. Getting those Knights to spawn immediately is a little bit risky. Oh, God, especially with that freaking Champion Knight. I hate these things. There you go. Very nicely done on Rumm's side. Oh, dang. I was really hoping that that Troll Bomb would move in closer to Mom's Heart for him. That could have done some serious damage for Rumn. Ooh, speaking of damage, he's down to half a heart. So he's going to head in, hope that he can get that last bit of damage done. There's those spawns killed. Do it. There we go. Woo! Hanging on with half a heart is Rumn. Wow, man, that was... Oh, God, the ending to that scared the crap out of me. I got to tell you, when he got down to half a heart, you scared the crap out of me. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. The silent yes. That fist pump. Very nicely done, Rumm. Seriously, the ending of that was slightly scary, but you deserve that Tiger Woods fist pump. 1-0 lead on Rumm's side. Nice job, dude. Yeah, right. Okay, now we can breathe again. Everybody exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're good. Seriously, that ending. Wow, man. That was edge of your seat for a moment there. Down to half a heart, but that build was just good enough. Rumm making it through. Again, 1-0 lead. Everybody fist pump for your Baltimore Ravens, ladies and gents. Yeah, round 2. Fight. They're going to get reset, and, hey, wrong button. Let's try that again. That's the button I meant. They're going to get reset. Give us about 2 minutes here, and like I said, in the meantime, let me get you a link in. Go meet both of our racers. Tell them both great job, and especially tell Rumm congrats on that victory there. And we'll be right back with round number 2. We'll see if Rumm gets a 2-0 win, or if Zwiki can even this up. So hang tight for 2 minutes. Go meet our racers. We'll be right back with you. Humans, I can't take this drama anymore. Oh, what the hell? I'll wake up around 2. Alrighty, we're back and we're ready for round number 2. Well, we were until my cat walked away. I was about to pick him up. Either way, though, like I said, we got round number 2 just about to begin here. We got Zwiki22 trailing 1-0 at the moment to Rumm on the right side, a.k.a. Barney Stinson, the wingman. Oh, yeah. On that note, though, like I said, if you guys are ready for round number 2, or if you want to fire some shots around the room, let me know, and then we'll get this thing underway momentarily. And again, we're going to race on through the womb 2, same as we did last time, and hopefully we don't have those half-heart finishers that give us all heart attacks, because the defibrillator is out. We have loaned it out too many times. It is broken. So on that note, they are ready to go. Let me do you guys a countdown here. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1. And whenever you hear that, feel free to take off. Best of luck to you guys. So again, same rules apply. Let me get you a list of the banned items in case you all are new here. Oh, there's my cat. I was wondering where you were. Alright, we got, excuse me, we got Tough Loving, a two-shot on Zwiki side to start off. Can't take a claw out of there. And once again, Sacrificial Dagger for Rumn. So that same orbital, excuse me, that Rumm had last time. And Zwiki every now and then, based off of his luck stat, is going to fire out a tooth instead of one of his tears. Hopefully we'll see that there is one of them. It's about a 3 times damage multiplier, give or take. So quite nice damage up there from time to time. Yeah, apparently Rumm likes knives. Who knew? Ella, be careful. And for the first time tonight, Famine showing up as one of our horseman bosses, so we all know what to do. Let's greet him and say, if you would. No cat purring does not count as saying hey. Ooh, Rumm down on his side. Larry Jr. taking some, or giving some damage. Larry damage? Anyone? Anyone? Ah, cat, dude, seriously, chill. Dude, you have to chill. Sit down. So, cue me for Zwiki orbiting around and blocking shots. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Because you're hurting me, dude. Just sit. This cat has got like the most jagged claws ever, I swear. Alright, got Mom's Pad on Zwiki's side. He's going to leave it behind, but that would have, how to put this correctly, would have pushed enemies away from you for a couple seconds. Basically freezes them in spots so they can't do any shots or spawn enemies, for example. Ooh, Rumm picking up Blood of the Martyr to start off this time, so nice damage up on his tears. And he'll be moving on in for a Monstro fight. Yeah, everybody hears you. Everybody hears you. Everybody hears you. God, you're shedding. Ooh, you okay? You just popped the microphone. You okay, buddy? Jeez. Alright, a little bit of health up there for Zwiki. He'll be moving on down to his caves momentarily. And just about to finish off that first boss fight. A little bit of Rumm up. A little bit of range up for Rumm. yeah, we got Rumm up. I want that item. I want that item. That's all I'm saying. On that note, though, like I was saying, Mom's Underwear is actually a range-up item for Rumm, so his tears are going to travel a little bit further, and he's on down to his basement, too, with an immediate item room. Here you too, cat. A little bit of Rumm up. Can I have a Coke, please? That'd be great synergy. Alright, Virus is going to be Poison Touch on Rumm's side, so if he does touch anything, it's going to take a damage over time poison, like you just saw. That one basically exploded because of it. Pretty much everything works well with BOILeR. It's kind of true. The damage multiplier, you're never going to go wrong with it. Also realizing that I'm going to race Gambit this weekend in Isaac, I should probably practice at some point this week. It has occurred to me now that I haven't played this in quite a while, and I should probably practice this to not get destroyed by a guy leading one of the divisions in this league. Because, yeah, we're going to do head-to-head races, like, in my apartment. So, yeah, it's I have no excuses here. I'm going to lose. I'm basically just going to get my ass handed to me. Okay, that noise would be my cat's tail smacking the microphone. On that note, we got a little Chub over on Zwiki's side, one of the kind of rarer followers, if you will. You notice as he's shooting out in whatever direction, little Chub will do the same thing and kind of chew its way through any enemy in its path. That does a lot of damage for you. That thing is great. Alright, Wire Code Hanger on Rumm's side gets him a little bit of a fire rate increase, and he's on down to yet another Caves XL. Because we haven't have enough of these today. So again, 2 caves floors combined together into one for Rumn, and he's going to have 2 item rooms and 2 back-to-back boss fights at some point. Excuse me. Going to wind up racing against Full Metal Gambit. God, you're a shedding cat. Of course, now the problem is I have to find time to practice Isaac and amongst playing Final Fantasy XIV this week. That's going to work well. I don't think I'm going to practice much. That'll be kind of funny. You'll see just how bad I'll do. Like, when I said that I would get destroyed by pretty much all of our racers, yeah, Gambit's one of them. He'll destroy me. So, at least I'm reasonable about it. I know full well I'm going to lose. But it's all for fun anyways. Good night, Pirate Tycoon. Have yourself a good one. Alright, another item room, item rock on Rumm's side. Wow, I can't say anything right. Damn Rumn. Yeah, but the only strategy that I notice a Full Metal Gambit uses is that he'll hang on to his D6 forever just in hopes that he gets a Bible he can re-roll into a Sacred Heart in a God room. So that I don't know that I can really call that a strategy that I can plan for. It's more just one of those I have to get kind of lucky and have some sort of skill rehashed in my hand so I can actually play halfway decently. I'll be okay, but I'm not gonna have much of a chance, honestly. He's got the racing mentality, I do not, so it will show. Alright, so where's that other item room gonna be for Zwiki? He's gonna check that store first. Wait for it. How did I know? Not only greed, but super greed. If it's Caves XL or a cave store, it's greed. On that note, let's get a Judgy Please for Rumn, as, well, actually paid off nicely for him, the battery, so he's going to get quicker recharge on his space use items. And again, not really so great with the D6 for now. Again, but if you wind up with a space use item, that will pay off considerably for him. Yeah, racing mentality. Don't go into the Caves 2 store because it's usually greed and takes up more time. How about that for racing mentality? I guarantee I know what store I don't go into when I race. I will put money on it. Although the funny part is when I do racing strats, I basically go into stores until I wind up with my blue candle, and then just proceed to kill everything with the blue candle. So I hope for one item is what it amounts to. So still no luck on Rumm's side. He at least gets a full heal out of that Lover's card, so that worked out decently enough for him. Zwiki's still looking for that second item room. Rumm's still looking for a sign of either of them, for that matter, at this point. Alright, about yet another sacrificial dagger on Zwiki's side. He'll be right on back down to his 2 back-to-back boss fights to finish off this Caves XL. First things first, how about a free key? No, the reason why I won't wind up getting a Caves 2 greed is because I won't go into the Caves 2 store. I'll wind up with them in Depths 1 at that point, but I won't go into my Caves 2 store. Yeah, there's been tons of daggers, so we've seen, what, 2 sacrificial daggers and Mom's Knife already tonight. And in Rumm's practice, he had another Mom's Knife. So we've seen quite a few stabbing items. If y'all want to play with some cool things, you may want to go turn the game on. Seems like it's being kind of lenient with giving out Mom's Knife this evening. 3 sack daggers, you're right. Holy crap. You are right. How did I lose count of that? Wow. It's so tough to count to 3 that apparently I can't do it. So, thank you guys. Alright, like I said, Zwiki on over to his 2 back-to-back boss fights here. So the first of those is going to be Chub, which he's already got, Little Chub, so we know that that is not going to be an option out of this, which amazingly enough, I believe it is. Went to Valve School Accounting. 1, 2, 4, 5. Alright, we got Spider Butt on Rum's side for his first of the item rooms, and again, still hasn't found his boss fights either, so maybe we get lucky and it's all at the end of this hallway. But again, Spider Butt will slow down everything in the room and give it damage at the same time. And there's that second item room for him. Wire coat hanger, so we got pretty similar looking runs again, or had at least at one point. But wire coat hanger increases Wiki's fire rate. Yeah, 2, episode 3, oh my god. Awaken? Awaken. Lusta Crackish, dude, quad shot. Dude, carry my, yeah, I saw that call too. I'm just saying, quad shot for Rumn. I knew you guys would love that one. So moving into, ooh, don't know that he meant to hit that card. So Rumn went into his boss fight here, had Headless Horseman, and he's going to have to walk all the way back to it because he hit that full card. Probably, I don't know how the hell he hit that on accident, but maybe he did. Oh yeah, actually, moving around like that, you could easily do it. So accidentally popping that full card, going to walk all the way back here. Awaken. Alright, probably what he meant to do was hit that Spider Butt for the automatic damage to Headless Horseman. Which he did this time. Gotta love any fat finger or Q button, don't you? Either way, down to 1.5 hearts here on Rumm's side. That again would give him a Black Pony, which we saw in the last run. And again, Zwiki slightly ahead of him here on Depths 1 already. Rumm's just got the one more boss fight to take care of after this, and he'd be on the same floor. But finding his item room also is Zwiki. Let's see. No hearts out on the map for Rumn. Oh, yeah, not a single one. So he's just gonna, wow, really? Gonna head right in and get, well, in this case, champion version of Chub. So probably a little more health on this side. Moves a little bit slower as well. And again, nothing too scary. Had that one bomb, which as you can see will stop it in its tracks and actually make him eat it. What's up, Redwine? How you doing? Alright, a little bit of health up and shot speed increase, even though, again, it's minimal and does not list it on there. Stem Cells does have it. So we'll prove that again next week, too. But moving on down to his Depths 1 is Rumn. So again, now on the exact same floor as Zwiki with that item room already is about the half-floor advantage here. But again, still very, very close. Thank you very much, Postal. How you doing this evening? Ooh, how about a Judgy card? Let's get another Judgy, please, over on Zwiki's side. He has plenty of money for this. By the way, I also picked up the bomb bag I forgot to mention, which every couple of rooms going to spawn a bomb or two for him. And going to pick up, excuse me. Hey, excuse me again. Sorry about that. Going to pick up some health and gets that High Priestess card right back. So thank you very much. Rumn went into his item room. And Rainbow me if you guys would. Anybody subscribed to Cobalt knows what that is. That is a phenomenal little follower right there with random tiers from every one of the followers that you could possibly get. So that's why we say he is quite a bro. That dude is quite awesome. That is one of my favorite followers, and by far, I love that guy. That and Little Gish rank right up there is probably #1 and #2 for me. I love him. Ooh, speaking of items I love, how about that external compass in Zwiki's store? So thank you, Depths 1 store. He'll know exactly where he's heading now. If you look at his mini-map, it lays out for him. Not exactly with the map itself, it tells you where you're headed. On that note, though, Rumn getting lucky and getting that time advantage back on his side. He's going to head on into his Steps 1 boss fight, War. So the first of the horsemen, well, first of the normal horseman fights for him. He's obviously fought Headless Horseman. He's flying around on his pony. But he's going to wind up with 1 cube of meat orbiting around. Same thing that Zwiki's got right now. Ooh, nice, Mugen. The other follower Zwiki's got is Little Chub. Little Chubby, I guess is the actual name. Alright, so as you look at that map, you would think that Zwiki was right that first time when he went down on that map to get to his boss fight, but nope, he had to go all the way around. That's how trolling this game can get. But he's onto his Monstro fight, and you notice 1-2 on the movements by Monstro. He'll do that Brimstone, just move in between. Yeah, let's get those yes crowns. Pageant Boy for Zwiki, 1 nickel in there, so plenty of money back, and he's back to 24 cents now. And again, another immediate item room, though. No key to get into it here. And again, he's going to head straight on over towards that boss fight. Hope that a key spawns for him somewhere along the way. If not, I think Zwiki might move on without that last item. Speaking of keys, Rumn going to grab himself 1. How about a really crappy store here in Depths 2? Jeez Louise. At least he got a strength card and a key back out of it, so yeah, it could have been worse. But even so, the item in there, that notch pickaxe, useless. That will let you crush 1 rock in a room. Woohoo! And it's on a long recharge timer too, so no thanks. Just not worth 15 cents. Definitely not worth getting ready for your flying ability with that pony for. Again, like I said, Zwiki no key. Gonna move right on into his mom's, mom's eye fight. Let me try that again. Mom's foot fight. And I'll be looking to move on down to the womb and try to even this up quickly here. Alright, a little more health on his side. And Ace of Spades going to go out the window. That would have given him more card spawns, but I'll take that Polaroid seeing he's at half a red heart already. Ooh, and not going to get lucky here. Notice Curse of Darkness overwrites your Compass ability. And a real quick judgy thank you without even the please. Ladder, not that excessively useful at the moment. Would get him over 1 spot openings. Really won't be that many of them, though. Alright, there's that item room on Rumm's side. And last one for him going to be the Necronomicon. So, just like you would think, it's the Book of the Dead. You open it up and you do a ton. I think it's somewhere over 100 and some odd damage. I forgot the number exactly. Again, we'll prove that next week during the Mythbuster show on Saturday. I think it's Saturday. I keep promoting that like it's definitely Saturday, and I don't know. Either way, though, check the schedule on BOILeR.org. We'll have it up by Wednesday for you. Either way, though, we'll find out exactly how much damage that is, but it's pretty decent, actually. It isn't going to do that much, looking like it does that much against bosses, but it still does the same amount to them. So it's actually not that terrible of an item, but again, flying ability, you're taking that over a Necronomicon any day of the week. Alright, speaking of boss fights, I'm coming across his as well, so we got Mom's Foot looking at him too. Here's the problem, the wiki's wrong on a lot of stuff, so check out the one that we link up here, Platinum God. Check this one out, it's way more accurate. And then there's that breakdown for money equals power right there for you. Strength card on Rumm's side, gonna give you, pretty much plus up 1 to all of his stats. And you notice that includes his health, and his tears actually do a little bit more damage as well. Speaking of getting lucky with boss fights, though, Zwiki finding his to finish off the Womb 1 here. Again, remember, he does have the compass, so if he's lucky enough, hopefully he'll be able to tell where he's headed on Womb 2. And he's going to get Teratoma, very easy boss. Just going to split up a few times, nothing too scary. Last time it splits, though, they turn into 2 spiders, so you have to be kind of careful of that. Shot speed increase again, that is mismarked with the Magic 8 Ball. Same full card that'll take you back to the entrance of the floor, where I'm going to move on down to his womb. Oh, I thought for a second that we were actually going to get an XL again. But no such luck, another Curse of Darkness. So no mini-map on either side. So we got Sweezy fire rate increase and those 2 soul hearts. Zwiki down to womb 2. One more fight to find for him. Ooh, and no such luck getting straight on over to it. He's going to head to the right side, and he'll be on over towards that Mom's Heart fight, it looks like. See you, Stone. Have yourself a good one. Excuse me, again. Alright, good use of the Fool card there by Rumn. Got himself into a dead-end room, and remembered he had that after he laid the bomb, sadly, so a little bit of a waste of a bomb, mind you. But either way, getting himself out of that dead end and on back to the very beginning of this floor. What's up, Hammer? How you doing? Ooh, down to 1 heart on Rumm's side, and these Diglets are not forgiving sometimes. Alright, looks like this obviously clear room for Zwiki. Yeah, might as well replace that D6. Tammy's head will fire out in all directions. And he's now got these 2 rats to take care of. He'll be onto that Mom's Heart fight. Ooh, I'm getting no luck with the health out of these. Come on, one of those be an item rock. No luck. Jeez. Remotely. That's only fair. Ooh, how about another Judgy card? Let's get one last Judgy, please, on Zwiki's side. Ooh, and how about a little bit more health up? So up to his 8th red heart container there, and he'll be on into his Mom's Heart fight again, looking for this tie-up. Ooh, and Rumm down those masks. Ugh, that's why I hate those things. Those are like the trollingest enemies in this entire game, I swear to God. They're terrible. So Zwiki gonna do the double bomb method here, and already down below 25% health taken out of Mom's Heart, so doing a very good job in the moment here. I know, so many Judgies showing up tonight. It's been kind of cool, actually, but there's been a lot of them this evening. And on that note, 50% marks, looks like we're gonna have a game number 3 shortly here, so Zwiki looking to even this up in 1 apiece. Thank you very much, T. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully it's tea time. I assume that's how to pronounce it correctly. If it's not, let me know. But on that note, last little bit of damage, and there you go. Mom's Heart disappears. You see that light up to the, up to Cathedral and the way down to Shale, and you got yourself a win. So we are tied up at 1 apiece here, ladies and gents. So again, round of applause for Zwiki's side. Again, round of applause for Rumm's first round as well. But we're tied up at 1. We got a pivotal game 3 coming up here momentarily. So there's that GG on Zwiki's side again, and on Rumm's for that matter. Very nicely done, guys. You'll see the reset starting to happen. Let me get you a link into both of their channels. Go say what's up and good luck to them both for game number 3. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes, and we will get that underway. So hang tight, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back with you and get this thing concluded for week 13. So hang tight. Be right back. Alrighty, thanks, cat. We're back and we're ready for round number 3. The cat just sneezed all over my foot. I am not even kidding. Ew. On that note, like I said, we're back for round number 3, and yeah, I made a touchdown. Except that wasn't a touchdown, yeah. Sorry, gifts always give me. Anyways, we have Zwiki just tied up Rumn at 1 apiece here. So like I said, we are tied up at 1, but we got Zwiki on the left, we got Rumm on the right. Let me get you a link into both of their channels one more time. Wish them good luck for round number 3, which on that note, if you guys are ready to start, if you want to fire some shots around the room, I'll do your countdown for you. And speaking of that, we already got Rumm ready to go, looks like. And Zwiki clicking in is also ready to go from the looks of things. So alright, here we go, guys and gals. So round number 3, gonna decide this thing all in 3, 2, 1. And good luck. Whenever you guys hear that, feel free to take off. Again, there will be that slight delay because they're both listening to me. And that's just the way it works on the internet. Some people get it just that ever so slightly bit quicker. And you notice Zwiki off and running already? Wow, those scrolls again. Let's see those no scrolls show up again. Banned because they can give you the Holy Bible and also the shovel usage. But we're off to great starts on both sides. Halo gives plus to all stats for Zwiki except for range. Rumn picked up the Parasite, so his shots are going to split, like you noticed, in a T-shaped pattern whenever they come in contact with something. So the only thing you really have to worry about with a Parasite, A, is that if you get a bunch of those bomb enemies in the room, sometimes you explode them a little bit too close to yourself. B, never take Ouija, Spectral Tears, ever. Don't care, don't take them. Don't care if you get Spirit of the Night for free, I still wouldn't take them. I would much rather have that split shot than actually have them never do that for you. And yes, I believe they did actually fade. I believe that the scrolls yesterday got re-rolled into the Halo as well, so I believe you make a good point there. And how you doing? Sir Spuddington, my English was never alive. It's been a travesty since day 1, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Believe me, mine's worse. And yeah, I'm not bragging, I'm just saying, my English is far worse, so never feel bad. Alright, so we can finish off his boss fight moments before Rumm does. Let's get another yes crown if you guys would, as Pageant Boy's picked up for a couple of pennies on Zwiki's side. He's got 8 now. A little bit of range up with Mom's Lipstick for Rumm, and again, both gonna move on down to Basement 2. Got Cellar on the left side, the expansion version, normal one for Rumm. So you'll notice the floor looks slightly different. Looks like it's got more cobwebs, more spiders show up, for example. Again, just slightly tougher enemies. Early on, not that big of a deal. What's this English you speak of? What's up, Cupid? Doing good tonight. How about yourself? And this race has been phenomenal so far. We've had 2 really good ones leading up to this game 3, so far, really, really good. No arguments from me. Yeah, Pig Latin, possibly, yes. Alright, item room here for Zwiki's gonna get him, nothing too special. The hourglass is gonna slow down time, so enemies will move slower, also shoot slower. Problem is, sometimes they shoot double. Looks like Zwiki is gonna take it and at least try to utilize it against the boss, if nothing else. He may go back for that D6. Again, you can only use it against those 7 same banned items. Let me give you the list one more time. Whoop. Actually, I did spell it right. Fat Finger spelled correctly, ladies and gentlemen. It can be done. You notice the 1 bomb method here, though. Even champion pin, doesn't matter. Ooh, Zwiki's gonna wish he had that D6. Wait for it. Ooh, it is actually. Okay, never mind. Scapular. If he gets down to half a red heart, that'll spawn 1 blue soul heart for him once per room. I barely use my YouTube anymore. They started copyright infringing me on every single thing that I posted on there, so I don't even touch YouTube at this point. All the old stuff's still on there, it's just I don't put anything new up. Find it funny that right as I hit the part where they were going to pay me, all of a sudden, oh, we're going to withhold payment because you've copyright infringed 252 times. Thanks. They knew what they were doing. Alright, there's Mom's Bra again on Rumm's side. As you notice, the freeze effect is going to make his Gemini boss freeze in the center of the room right about now-ish. That should wear out. There you go. Again, all you have to do is make him chase you around the room. He's going to tire himself out by running. Why is it copyright? I have no idea, given that both Danny and Edmund... Well, Edmund's on a freaking video with me that got copyright infringed by YouTube. And Danny is also, Danny B, the guy who does all the music arrangement and all the music, has actually also put in his vote that it's totally cool and that I can go ahead and use the music and everything, and they still infringed me afterwards. So I gave up on giving a crap about YouTube. Alright, I'm picking up those stem cells again. Gonna move on down to his his Catacombs 1 Cellar 1 floor. And again, on the same floor that Zwiki is right now, though Zwiki knows where his boss fight is. So again, slight time advantage for him. He is gonna go find that item room though, not too happy with his hourglass. That's a really good question, actually, for next week when we do our Binding of Isaac myth-busting show, Oxa. Excuse me, I can read. Oxidized. Why can I not read today? Either way, that's a really good question for next week. Hang on to that one and remind me during that show, and we'll actually hopefully be able to get to that. We should have plenty of time to get to all these things. But if you ask me next week while we're doing that myth-busting show, we'll actually find out and be able to show you on stream. On that note, Small Rock on Zwiki's side, you notice he's up to red tiers now. That ups his damage, his fire rate, and lowers his movement speed. Also going to take blood rights, which would injure him to be able to injure everything in the room. And a pretty considerable clip again. Again, next week in that myth-busting show, we'll show you exactly how much damage that does. Excuse me again. Doing pretty good, Bub. How about yourself? Good to see you. No, music's still here, guys. You just can't hear it at the moment. It's called Turn Your Speakers Up. Alright, Monstro's Tooth on Rumm's side. Definitely not as good as Mom's Brought, but that would summon Monstro down out of the sky to stomp on any enemies that happen to be in the room. And again, it will miss from time to time as well. Other fun part, you can actually damage and kill Monstro depending on your build. So it's kind of funny. It doesn't actually keep him from coming back, but it's funny. You can actually hit him. He'll block shots for the other enemies on you. Alright, so Golden Hollow for Rumn is going to, every time that one of these pieces dies off, which should theoretically be any second, wait for it, we've already seen a few die off, and you saw those coins appear, basically, is what I'm getting at. Anytime now, one of these can die. There we go. Every time you kill one part, you get at least some type of coin out of it. And believe it or not, I've seen plenty of dimes show up in that same fight. It's not just pennies. Because I don't play their sound effects, guys. If you want to hear their game noises, go to their streams. That's the whole point of this stream, is that I'm not recasting both of their audios. Could you imagine how loud this would be with both of them talking? By the way, not just both of them talking, but it would be double of both of them talking, because I would have to use both game audios, which would have two different musics going at the same time, plus my talking over it. So no, I don't play their audio. Ooh, that envy fight on Zwiki's side. He may actually just try to split all these up. This may be an actually kind of quick kill. Wait for blood rights on this. I'm thinking he may utilize this. Indeed, he's going to. Wait for this. Zwiki's actually going to utilize blood rights against this. This ought to save him some time. Alright, there's two of them split. There we go. And lo and behold, just like that, you do a ton of damage, again, to everything in the room at the same time. So Blood Right's actually very useful when used correctly. You just don't want to spam that thing endlessly, because you will die to it. So you do have to be a little bit careful. Ooh, how about that mark in the curse room? So thank you very much. Rumn going to get himself that one extra soul heart, technically basically replacing what he lost to get in and out of there. But getting some damage up on his side too. Going into his store, might as well buy a bomb, a soul heart, and going to leave that key behind. Book of Revelations was also in there. That would have spawned one soul heart every couple of rooms, but again, didn't have the money for it in the first place, so Rumn leaving on without it. Alright, Team Bean can assemble tonight, though, as Zwiki is going to pick it up tonight, so anything that gets in close to him once per room, he's going to be able to let out a poison fart that's going to give a damage over time poison to anything that it hits. And Rumn again also looking at his item room here on Caves 2, so we're pretty dead even, except that Zwiki heading directly over to his boss fight to finish off the level. Well, how about Sack Dagger number 4, guys? Sure. Rumn again with the Sacrificial Dagger, so that orbital doing a lot of damage for him if anything gets in close. And for, I believe, the second time tonight, we got a peep fight. So every 25% or so, there you go, that first eyeball's going to pop out and start moving around the room, so you got to start watching out for these soon. Second one's going to pop out any moment now. Yeah, it's been a dagger-filled night here. 4 sacrificial daggers and Mom's knife. Not bad. A little bit of speed up on pills. Rumn, one of our few racers that's willing to actually eat almost any pill that he comes across. So a little bit of speed up on his side, and he's going to walk a little faster. That box items, you see one of everything. The bomb was a troll bomb, sadly, for Zwiki, so nothing too good out of that. Lover's Card, going to replace a couple more hearts. So you just picked up Pushpin, which is a 10% chance at a spectral and piercing effect on any tier. And he'll be on down to the depths 1, so again, slight advantage time-wise for him. Rumn just looking for that same boss fight that Zwiki was just in. It really is. Jim's not kidding. The item synergy that Rumm has right now with that freeze effect on Mom's Bra, and there's his boss fight, by the way, but with the freeze effect on Mom's Bra and that orbital, the Sacrificial Dagger, he can do a lot of damage by face-planting some stuff. I gotta love that. Right when you freeze one of the green guys as they're spitting at you, and they just bleh, bleh, bleh. It's like a cat trying to puke. Ooh, and again, Rumm taking random pills, teleports all the way to the other side of the map, and this is why most of our racers don't take pills, because stuff like that wastes a lot of time. So he's gonna walk all the way back on over here, and again, speaking of time, Zwiki finding his boss fight for Depths 1. So no item room yet. I'm thinking he's gonna go find it still. He's got a little bit of an advantage here, so I'm thinking he's gonna spend that time. But there you see High Priestess card once again going to take out Pestilence in one fell swoop. 1 cube of meat to add on to that other orbital that Rumm has got, and now he's got a shot blocking orbital for him. And again, moving on down to that Depths 1, same as Zwiki, who's going to go back and look for that item room. Best alarm clock in the world. You left out the part where it starts at electrical fire, Mala. Which I think is on this. Nope, that isn't it. Dang it, I thought that's what the trigger was. Never mind. Alright, about a Depths 1 greed in the store this time, so a little bit delayed for Zwiki, but he wound up finding greed yet again, trying to spend some of his money on an item. Speaking of items, Rumm finding his item room here for Depths 1. And he's going to pick himself up. Teleporting remote, we've seen it be very useful. We've also seen a troll, but he... Wow. And it trolled this time into his store. Rumm also with a fight against greed. Though again, already about 90% of the way through this, so this ought to end soon. Indeed it will. Yeah, technically it was, Mala. Alright, Mom's Pearl, more chance of Soul Heart spawns at the end of rooms or out of chest for Zwiki now with his trinket. So at this point, both just looking for one special room on this floor. Rumm looking for his boss fight, Zwiki looking for his item room. let's see, if I'm Rumn, I'm gonna check down to the south on this one. Or we could teleport him back to that other side. I might as well go left here now. Ooh, how about another teleporting remote? Zwiki not gonna take that with, though. That bean's a little too important to him. And he does also have a golden key, so that's infinite keys for the floor. And by the way, if it's lagging for you, that's your internet or computer, because I haven't dropped a frame yet. So enjoy that thought. Alright, I'm going to replace that teleporter and take Guppy's head for the second time tonight. That's going to spawn a bunch of flies for him every room. Because the golden key isn't an item itself, Vanguarder. It's just a normal pickup thing. It's a key. Like, are keys, bombs, and coins on there, or are those pretty descriptive on their own? Because that's probably why they're not there. Alright, so Rumn on into his boss fight for another Monstro too. Again, you can keep him in that same pattern. Watch his head go side to side twice. Ooh, almost didn't get to the side. Watch his head pop side to side twice. Brimstone, move in between that second movement and that Brimstone and just go right to the other side. You'll keep him in that same pattern, locked down the entire time. And again, finishing him off. A little bit of shot speed increase if he takes that cat o' nine tails, which he will. And moving on down to his depths too, so same floor as the wiki now. Let's see. This is interesting. It says Wiki's tried there. This map, I'm gonna say... Wow, this is gonna be really tough unless Rumn just happens across something that splits here. We're gonna say he's probably on his way to his boss fight, if anything, up here. So Wiki, I have no idea what he's heading towards. Yeah, it's probably boss fight for him. Alright, Starsguard. Wow, he was on his way to it, so Rumn teleports directly into his last item room. Gonna pick up Holy Water. And again, just this one more room to clear out, and he'll be right back to where he was, actually. Zwiki, on the other hand, like I said, was on his way to his boss fight, and he's got regular Grey Mom. So nothing too scary. Couple 2 soul hearts there. Couple 2? Yeah, couple 2 tree soul hearts. Try that again. Jeez. It's gonna be a long night, guys. On that note, like I was saying, though, a couple soul hearts for Zwiki. Again, nothing too scary with this fight, though. Just regular level enemies spawning out of here. Just make sure not to let them pile up on you, because the more of those guys, those little spitters at the very top of Zwiki's screen that show up, the worse time you're gonna have dodging. And Holy Water, if Rumm actually gets hit, you'll see spill on the ground. Same thing like Lemon Mishap. Anything that goes through what gets spilled on the ground will wind up taking damage. Yeah, couple 2 equals 4. What's up, Disco? Doing good tonight. How about yourself? Ooh, treasure map for Rumm. So he's spending up all of his money, but for a very, very good item. You see his entire mini-map is now laid out before him. And again, we're into the exact same room at the same time here. There's those friends till the end attack flies doing some good damage for Rumm. Ooh, stood a little too close, but that actually pays off. He spilled that holy water in a very good spot. That will continue injuring that eyeball even while it's not out. So he did a lot of damage very quickly there. That worked out nicely for him. I'll put down money. You can ask Rumn, and he probably didn't do that one quite on purpose. Getting hit there, I guarantee, was not his intent. If you're going to, you're going to get hit by something besides Mom, so you only take half a heart of damage. Because again, if Mom hits you in that fight, you take a full heart. If anything else does, it's half a heart. You can still have it trigger that same thing to happen, just a matter of something else hitting you. I love how one person getting timed out turns everybody into complete morons, guys. There's rules. Learn to abide by them, especially when I type them out in chat and then you immediately break them and come back in all butthurt that I'm banning you. Shut the fuck up. Learn to sit back and enjoy stuff, seriously. Like, you fucking butthurts. Just chill the fuck out sometimes. So welcome to subscribers only mode. And if you can't figure out why you got banned, it's because you're a fucking idiot. Because I told you flat out in chat. Alright, so we keep getting a little bit of health up. He'll be on down to the womb too. Ooh, Rumn down on his side. So back to the start on his. Huge advantage for Zwiki now. And exactly what Vendor just said. Subscribers, none of you guys are immune to this. And stop being assholes to everybody else. Especially when we turn on subscriber only mode. When you try to flap your dick out to everybody else that can't talk now, you're the asshole that can never talk again. So how do you think that worked out for you? Think about that. We treat everybody equally here, and if you can't do that yourself, you're not welcomed here. So try it sometime. Ooh, so we can immediately talk about your internal compass. Let's recap. 1, 2, 3 rooms to clear. Because you start off in that first one, obviously. Pick the right way. Well, down way, technically. 3 rooms to clear, and he gets his way over to his mom's heart fight. So could you have gotten much of a shorter womb? Probably not. Oh, no worry. Thank you, Archer. Thank you, thank you. I don't like calling people out either, so thank you very much. Either way, on into his mom's heart fight. Like I said, 3.5 hearts at this point here for Zwiki. Yeah, if anybody spaz, thanks you. Exactly. Now, but seriously, enjoy yourself, lurk away. Alright, so working about the 10% mark here on Mom's... I can't believe she didn't disappear right away. That was kind of delayed. Either way, they got now 2.5 hearts on Zwiki's side. He's going to make sure to clear out some of that poop on the way, because that gets really annoying for blocking shots and blocking your walking path sometimes. Let's see, money equals power for Rumn. Also now Mom's Bra yet again, so that'll still, again, freeze enemies in place for a good 7 seconds. Give you a link there, Archer. If it links, there we go. I'll use OBS to do stream. Oh, no problem at all. Ah, those locked chests out of item rocks. Talk about not getting the luck there. At least Rumn gets plenty of money. Again, he's up to 12 cents now. Let me give you guys a little breakdown, too. We'll show you this next week as well during that Isaac Myth-busting show. But, if I spelled that right, there we go. So there's your breakdown of what money equals power actually does for you. Every coin you pick up, and again, it only caps out at 99 cents where your actual money also caps out. So believe it or not, all the rumors about it stopping at 50%, we'll disprove that next week too. But there's that breakdown for you that I believe it was Full Metal Gambit did the research on that along with Slackaholic, if I'm not mistaken. Quote me if I'm, or correct me, I should say if I'm wrong on that, but I think it was those two. I think. Either way though, they did the work on that. We'll show it again next week for you though. That's actually a pretty good idea, Fade. Alright, a little bit of range up for Rumn. Again, just about did that 50% mark on Zwiki's side. But again, down to 1.5 hearts, he can only take one more bit of damage here. Yeah, quote me if I'm wrong. Wait, hold on, damn it. Not what I meant. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about this. So because of that scapular that Zwiki has, noticed he got hit down to half a red heart on his side. He's still up at 1.5 hearts at the moment. He got that one blue heart to spawn for him. And again, that's because of that scapular he's holding on to. Alright, so below 50%, just slightly above 25% left here for Zwiki. And again, that'll keep it lives out for the rest of the fight, probably in this round, depending on the amount of direct damage he can do. And will it? Yes, it will. When you see those red shots start popping out, which she'll actually injure those enemies for you with. Ooh, God, that area for Zwiki was a little too close to that shove that was walking around the room. So he's gonna have to move again. I was gonna say, only thing he's really gotta watch out for is that blood randomly on the ground. But like I said, notice Mom's actually injuring that enemy for him. Ooh, this is gonna get nastier than it should be. Oh, God, just as he was about to finish it. Oh. Why would you run directly underneath her? Rumn, keep going. Alright, so Mom's contacts would be freezing effects for Zwiki. Again, damage up and fire rate increase. Movement speed decrease, though, with that small rock. Again, fair trade-off, though. Plenty of bombs. Rumm's got the Spelunker out. He'll be able to see into, well, not see into, but he'll be able to tell when he gets to his secret and super secret rooms. Alright, dueling famine, so we all know what to do. Let's do the double, if you would. I'm both gonna get that Cuban meat. Zwiki first on down to the basement, too. Good night, Nick. Have yourself a good one. Alright, we got pins, so yet again with plenty of bombs here. Zwiki's gonna drop this. Ooh, I can't believe that didn't kill it. What? So, how close was he to that? That was literally a frame off. Like, and no more than one frame off right there. But wow, that should have one-hit pin. I was about to point out how to do that, because Zwiki's been doing it all night. But, wow, he got kind of screwed there. That was literally one frame off. So this game not being kind to Zwiki at the moment. Like, oh, you want those frame perfect things? Yeah, well, you're not getting them. What he did get was a treasure map, though, so he's going to head right back out of the store. You see his entire mini-map laid out now. Oh, excuse me again. 2 of diamonds going to double up the amount of money Rumn has. He's still looking for a key, though, as he does have that second item room. And there's Zwiki's boss fight, if nothing else. He made a pretty good educated guess here. I would say his item room's probably at the very top of the map. And again, does have a key finally to get into it. As does Rumn now, so he's going to head back and get his momentarily. First things first, he knows where that super secret room is. Might as well try for a trinket. Yeah, trinket. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, cards are good. Man, Wheel of Fortune, another way to gamble if he wanted to. There we go. Lucky Toe's going to give Rumn 10% more chance of item spawns now. And let's see, Wooden Spoon, a little bit of movement speed increase, so that'll more than make up for what Zwiki lost by having, well, in this case, both the lard and that small rock. So notice he isn't moving a whole hell of a lot faster, but he is actually moving along slightly more fleet-footed at this point. See, Bloody Penny, as you notice now, as Rumn switched out. Which do you take? That's a tough call. I would probably take... wow, man, I'd probably take Bloody Penny, quite honestly. Ooh, it's not going to let him in there. Oh, that's why, duh, because it's below him. I'm an idiot. I thought he was in the other one. From your room above, you can see on your mini-map, you have the Spelunker helmet. Alright, Common Cold's going to add poison damage onto Rumm's tears. And again, really not that common of an item for having the word common in the title of it, so... Again, you notice Bloody Penny, as Rumm's picking up coins, he's got that half a heart spawning randomly for him. See, Justice, another one of every type of items, after Zwiki got one of every type of item out of his item box there. And he'll be on down to the caves, too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, technically 3, because 2 are right next to each other, that special rooms can be. Oh, I didn't see the other one. 4. There are 4. Let's see, he's going to break over this way, and I'm going to say it's probably top left corner and top right corner for the 2 special rooms that he needs. See, a little bit of health up for Rumn. He'll grab that and be on down to his caves himself. See, Catacombs on his side, so Curse of the Lost also adds extra rooms onto it. Ah, that's a good call, actually, Gambit. Gambit makes a really good point there. You want to shorten links really easily. Twitter. Ah, that link shortener. It actually works well. That's a really good point. I never considered that, but that would work really, really well. Alright, so I obviously was also wrong. We found Zwiki's boss fight at the far bottom of this map. Again, you can make educated guesses, but they are still just guesses. They're probably going to screw up from time to time, as we've seen already a few times, even with that treasure map. And not a guaranteed one. Yep, I was going to say, thinking about it, and there you go, Gambit actually linked it. That, the one that he just said right there, that money equals power thing, is actually using the shortener from Twitter. Wow, I was wrong on both counts, alright. At least we know one's in the top left, or the top right. I was right on something. I figured that'd be the boss fight up there, though, so I was completely wrong on my guesses. Let's see, Rumm's still looking on his Caves 1 for his item room and boss fight as well. So we keep just gonna have that one more room to clear. And having done so, let's see, is Zwiki going to grab himself 5 free bombs and that remote detonator? Probably leave the detonator itself behind. You get to keep the bombs. Well, maybe not. Alright, he is going to take it. Remote detonator sounds basically like exactly what it is. It's going to let you place bombs down, as many as you want for that matter, and then whenever you hit the spacebar item, they'll all explode at the same time. So you get to basically, if you want to have somebody, or if something's jumping around the room, place a bomb down, just wait for it to get right next to him, and then just like you saw, hit the spacebar, boom, there you go. Awesome, Carrie. Thank you, thank you. Oh, excuse me again. What was the trigger for that again? Because I'll start Twittering that out later. And there you see, just like I was saying, you can actually push your bombs over to where you need to. Again, keep in mind that freeze effect with Mom's Contact is still there for Zwiki as well as he's fighting Pestilence. So you can actually freeze your bombs, which is kind of a pain in the butt, as you notice. They don't like to move at that point. So, gotta watch out for that from time to time. It does actually troll you, believe it or not. MB. Okay, cool, cool. Thank you, thank you. So again, if anybody's reading chat right there, you can actually submit questions for the Mythbuster show that we're going to do next week. And again, we'll check all those over. We'll get pretty much everything that we can answered. Alright, Miter on Zwiki's side, going to give him 50% chance now of Soul Heart spawns instead of Red Hearts as he comes across any. And moving on down to Depths 1. Well, that answers this first question. Where's that item room going to be? Now we know. So let's see, boss fight. Hey, it's actually probably going to be that very top room on the left side. I'm going to say Moonstrats, and boss fight's going to be top left. Ooh, that time sound. Zwiki will be happy, though not so much with that Hourglass item. Again, would slow down time for the enemies, sometimes make them shoot out double, which, again, can very much troll you. Oh, thank you, Fate. That would help a ton, actually. Alright, that luck on the timing there with, wow, that freeze effect at the absolute perfect times for Zwiki. Could you get much luckier, folks? So he didn't even have to move and got everything right next to him, too. So let's see, Rumn with that boss fight. Gonna just say forget about the item room, at least for now. Gonna go on and fight, excuse me. Almost called him Pin. Gonna fight Peep here. And again, every first 25% of health gone, you're gonna see an eyeball pop out. As soon as we get to 50% health gone, you'll see the second pop out and float around the room. Alright, Tui Club's gonna double up those 15 bombs that Zwiki had. He's got 30 now at his disposal. And again, if you're wondering, your limit's probably somewhere around about 88 that you can get on screen before your flash crashes. For those that don't know, I actually did that on stream too. I killed off the blue baby using 88 poison bombs. It was kind of fun. My flash didn't like me, but it was kind of fun. I don't recommend going past that. Ooh, I was wrong. Oh, you failed me. Moonstrats, why? Why? So they failed once again. We now know one of the two rooms that the boss fight's going to be in is only one room away here for Zwiki to clear out. Take that back, 2 rooms. I can't count. Jeez, I'm terrible. this room and the next one for Zwiki to clear out, and he'll be attached to his boss fight momentarily. And again, Rumn on down to his caves too, so that one floor full-on differential at this point. Almost on to full 2 floors here. Alright, Zwiki already with a random pill, gonna say no thanks. Looks like he is gonna go check that store though, he does have plenty of money. Will it be late enough that that's greed? I didn't see any other mini-bosses. Yep, it's greed. Not saying it was greed, because it was super greed, folks. But again, freezing him in spot there with Mom's contacts is going to help out a ton in this battle. He only got to take 1 pot shot with those quads. And let's see, umbilical cord definitely going to get replaced by pushpin. Again, that same 10% chance at a spectral tier that also has piercing ability on it. Yeah, or I'm a Patrick Kane fan, Fate. I just happen to have 88 bombs, that's all it was. If I had more, I'd have used more. Alright, the freeze effect thing kinda takes that Monstro 2 pattern a little bit out of whack in this particular case here for Zwiki. And notice he has to be really careful about noticing exactly when Monstro's moving his head like that, because he will shoot the opposite direction on you sometimes. Rumn making up a little bit of time here, finding both item room and boss fight on his cave suit. And let's see, that meat will give you a little bit of damage increase and health for Zwiki. Moving on down to depths 2. Abel, kind of a follower, more so the exact opposite of you though. Again, everything that you do, he does the exact opposite, but if you're firing left, he's firing right, so it's still damage up. Ooh, on into that very last store, I should say, for Zwiki. He's going to pick up the habit. And not really useful for him with that remote detonator, mind you. Hopefully he gets another space use item, but if he were to get hit once per room, that gives you half a charge under space. We have an explosive nun. Oh god. Vend. Yep, we're going to try top left here. That's probably going to be your boss fight on Zwiki's side, would be my guess. So we'll see if he's going to skip that item room, should that be the boss. And again, Rumn, going to move down to his depths, going to get an Necropolis version. Again, expansion, and a lot of these hardened mask enemies are going to probably show up. I hate Necropolis. Like I was saying, there's that boss fight, so Zwiki's got a decision to make now. Excuse me. Good on here. Have yourself a good one. Ooh, Rumn down. Ouch. So again, those freaking masks, dude. And again, Zwiki thinking about it. Item room it is. You probably just heard me say that Rumn died, so that gives him a pretty easy decision at this point. Might as well grab that item. So we'll spend a moment or two here and see where he actually locates that item room. Excuse me. Doctor's remote for Rumn. One-time use of Epic Fetus, and Denny is going to reset that though. Alright, so still no keys for Zwiki. He's going to keep on clearing out here in hopes to actually find one. Ooh, once again, Team Bean. So, going to replace that, the remote detonator on Zwiki's side. Maybe? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe. He's thinking about it. Nope, we're gonna take the bean. Bean it, man. Remote detonator? Remote detonator. Never mind. Now we have our answer. Remote detonator it is. So with 27 bombs, I can kind of understand why. You could actually really line those up against Mom's heart and probably come close to one-hitting her if you try really hard. So I can see why he's taking this. Kind of tough call to leave the beam behind, but it's got to be done sometimes. Ooh, and Rumn getting a lot of damage out of Monster on the Headless Horseman. Wow, did that work out nicely. So really quick Headless Horseman fight for him. He's going to be able to fly. Also has that small rock, as you may notice. So again, damage increase, fire rate increase, and movement speed down, which is counteracted by the movement speed up on that Black Pony. This guy. Slack. Ooh, I was going to say there's reasoning for this. It's a matter of getting Mom's foot to not hit the bombs and knock them out of the way, though. Or your tears, for that matter. There we go. Kind of works. I'd use that more against Mom's heart than her foot, though. Yeah, that was kind of a fight. To an extent. Totally not me making sure my Final Fantasy character was still logged in. Nope. Either way, Zwiki finishing off his Mom's foot fight. And gonna take the Polaroid with him instead of that push pin. Also a little bit of health up. Maybe considering that push pin. What are you considering? There we go. Alright, moving on down to the womb. And once Flash ever decides to be a bro... This is again a normal, very, very normal thing within the Binding of Isaac. Anybody worried about this, know his game did not crash. This happens quite a bit. This is just Flash basically being overloaded and trying really, really hard to think. Any minute now, there we go. I was going to say any minute now, though, it should pop through and hopefully not loop around, wind up giving Zwiki his floor. Or it could loop him. Come on, Flash. Be a bro. Da 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 da. Everybody sing it with me. I'm kidding. Keep waiting for it. It'll flash through. No pun. Okay, sorry. Bad pun is bad. Not intentional, but bad pun is bad. Either way, they'll Rumn on down to his caves one. All you gotta do is sit here and wait this out. It sucks, but you gotta wait this out, as Zwiki. And there we go. He's getting that little, like, quote-unquote, hey, Flash crashed. It never does. It'll tell you that Flash crashed sometimes, and you just hit the no button on it. This happens immediately, and that's exactly what you saw Zwiki doing. Moving on down, getting a Curse of Darkness expansion floor, though. Ooh. Not being kind to him at the moment, so let's see what happens across here. Maybe he gets very lucky. Yeah, we need Binding of Isaac elevator music. Danny, can we make this happen? For that loading screen, can we make Binding of Isaac elevator music happen? Somebody, please. Oh my god. Please. Ooh, Rumn needs some money at this point. 14 cents shy buying that treasure map. Same thing that Zwiki was holding on to. That, again, Curse of Darkness completely overrides, so kind of backfires if you do wind up actually buying, let's say, the map and the compass, and then you keep getting darkness curses. Yeah, that'll overwrite both of them. Doesn't matter what you got. At least you don't recite pi while you wait. 3.141. No, we're done here. Wow, more soul hearts spawning all over the place. Thank you, Miter. So again, where red hearts would spawn, that 50% chance with the Miter is really paying off for Zwiki, and they're spawning as soul hearts that are much easier to pick up. Yeah, but specifically, I want Isaac-related elevator music. You only know the first... I only know 3.1415. After that, I lose it, so... How I know that many is a mystery. Maybe because I like pie. Yeah. No. Wait, not the same? What do you mean? Here you see that, excuse me, the remote detonator working out very, very well for Zwiki there, as he got the bomb right up next to those two hearts and proceeded to immediately explode it. I still like the way my teacher brought up that number in the first place. Somebody's like, okay, so what's pi? He goes, a number you'll never need to know. Outside of math class, you will never utilize this, most likely. And then somebody was like, well, my dad does. He works in construction. He's like, all right, well, okay, touche. Maybe you will. Like, I don't think you're really selling this too well. How about you just tell us what it is? Guppy's tail, I might as well. Curses you into more locked chest spawns. And again, well, pretty much just chest spawns. It's been every type of chest, especially during the league. You're not guaranteed that it's gonna be locked. Just a lot higher chance of that. And yet another bloat fight over here on the left side for Zwiki. So again, this game not being nice to him at the moment. And again, already over 50% of the way through, doing a nice job at that remote detonator. Look at that movement. Very nice remote detonator usage there. So Zwiki on through this fight. Man, might as well. A couple of friends till the end flies. No other matching pills, though. So let's see. He's probably... Oh, he is going to take those with. I'll be damned. Figured he might have taken a random one with him. Ooh. This floor. I'm going to say... Wow, this is a tough call. I'm going to say boss fight's on the lower left side. Because that's somewhere near those, or near the moon strats. So I'm going to say lower left side. That's a tough call, though. That could very easily be over to the right, and it's actually less rooms to clear that way, had this not been an open room. So this works out well so far for Zwiki, making it even on both sides. Alright, we got ourselves an arcade, if nothing else. Yep, and another sacrificial dagger, might I point out. What is that, number 5 or 6 this evening? I think it's 6 now. Alright, so we're going to spend a little bit of time gambling here. There's one of the reasons why you get a lot of soul hearts out of there. Can also get some really good trinkets. Ooh, even more money. Thank you, 7 cents. So is he going to try? Yes, indeed, he will try the 3-card money. It's like Las Vegas, man. Alright, Rusted Key would give you more chance of key spawns at the end of a room and out of chests. How about another soul heart? Thank you very much. See, Child's Heart would give you more chance of hard spawns. Which again, at this point, combined with the, good lord, I can't think of names. With the Miter would give you a lot of extra chance at Soul Hearts as well. Really only 10% one way or the other. Ah, this will work out nicely. That crystal ball. Ooh, we were all wrong. Top left. Haha. So now we know Crystal Ball reveals your entire minimap to you. Whoa, 2 dimes? What? What? And again, right on over to that secret room. Those moonstrats paying up. Whoa. Also, that teleporting... This is what happens, by the way. When the freeze effect wears out, those mimics will move to the exact opposite side of the room on you, so enjoy that fun. On that note, though, Zwiki moving into his mom's heart fight, looking for a little bit of revenge here. Hits a tick. Burn it, burn it. It's actually okay in this situation. We only raced through mom's heart, so the tick's actually not a bad pickup. Yeah, in each of the matches, yes, he has, Gary. Alright, speaking of Rumm, also getting a loading screen error moving into the depths here, so open himself for an XL floor. Again, will it be too little too late, though? That freeze effect, if it ever hits mom's heart... Well, there we go. I was going to say, we'll actually keep it out for longer periods of time, making damaging it a little bit easier. That accessibility is very handy. Anytime now, Flash. My God. There we go. Thank you very much. See? Ask and you shall receive. Flash goes through, and there's Rumm's level. And again, Zwiki freezing mom's heart in place, doing direct damage to her consistently here. Right on into that item room for Rumn. Ooh, Kamikaze. Again, one of the glitches we do allow because there's a risk with Kamikaze. You can make yourself invincible while using it, but only 2 of our racers have gotten through an entire run using that glitch. So we allow it because of the risk that sometimes you do still take damage depending on what you actually open up or where you aim at. On a note though, below 50% health, a little bit more, and Zwiki will keep it lives out the rest of the time. Excuse me. Ooh, and Rumn down again, ouch. And like I said, right there, as you see those red shots come out, Zwiki will have it live staying out the remainder of the fight to direct damage. And again, as you freeze it, it can't shoot, or spawn enemies for that matter, which makes this a heck of a lot easier. And Mom's Contact, very overpowered. You see that thing? Take it. And that's the red one, by the way. The other one's Mom's Eye, which gives you that shot coming out of the back of your head. The red one is that freeze effect you want. As you notice right there, one last little tier, and there we have it, a 2-1 victory on Zwiki's side, but a very hard fought for both of these guys. And Zwiki, very nice comeback on that one, sir.